It would appear by noon today that the case against torture-slaying suspect George Thomas is over. The state concluded its case with a DNA expert from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Jennifer Millsaps, who essentially repeated testimony from earlier trials that all of the DNA evidence from victims Channon Christian and Christopher Newsom belonged to either Latalvas Cobbins or his brother and convicted ringleader, Lamarcus Davidson. Both of those suspects have already been convicted. The defense asked a single question, and that was, did you find anything to link George Thomas to these rapes and killings? And the answer was no. Also today, and although very dry for anyone watching the court proceedings, it is the most crucial step of this trial. The judge went over the instructions that will be given to this jury. The defense is asking for very specific instructions about the criminal responsibility law that the state is proceeding under. Their contention, of course, is that George Thomas was present but did absolutely nothing to encourage, assist, solicit, direct, or aid these crimes as the law requires for him to be responsible. They wanted the judge to specifically tell this jury that mere presence is not enough. Being a buddy with one of the participants is not enough, that he had to do something to actively encourage these crimes, to let these defendants know that even though he wasn't doing anything himself, he had their backs if they needed him. And that raises the bar for what the state must convince this jury. So it's very important for the defense. The state didn't object very much. They couldn't really, because the law allows that kind of specific instruction, and it seems that the judge is going to approve it. Monday morning, this jury will return. Before they enter the courtroom, the defense will argue for a directed verdict, which is a rarely granted but often sought request from the defense, in which they will argue that the state's case is so weak that it shouldn't even go to the jury. Again, that's it would be very rare for the judge to grant such a request. After that, we'll have closing arguments, and then George Thomas's fate will be in the hands of this Chattanooga jury.